Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Minecraft series. Today's episode is episode 1 of season 14, which is always quite cool. We just updated to version 1.14.2. Don't really know what that changed between version 1.14 or 13 and 1.13.2, but that doesn't really matter. We are now in Update Aquatic, which is quite cool. I don't think we're gonna see many changes around here where we are right now though. I mean, you know, this was already all generated, so this is probably gonna mainly stay the same, but we do have some fishes right here. Look at that, we got little salmons here. You can now catch them with my bucket as well, I think. Yeah, look at that, cool. So I can now have a fish in a bucket. Yeah, that's quite fun, but I don't care about it all that much, let's be real. But it's cool that they are now in the game. And if we were to fly to maybe an area I haven't really been before. Did they change the color of this? I don't know. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But yeah, if I were to go to an area where I haven't been much before, then we should see like kelp and seaweed generating as well. But that is probably gonna be quite far away. It appears that also the chunks still don't load all that properly. So that's unfortunate. But it's whatever. It's whatever. As I said, I'm not gonna care about it all that much. But what we do now have, I mean, was already quick in water because of my depth strider, but I can now swim. Oh, this is beautiful. This is something I have actually been missing in these old versions. Can I, there we go, fly out of here. But yeah, last episode we ended up terraforming all of this right here with the sand and stuff like that. It's looking a lot better now, I would say. This is actually looking like a proper cliff and everything like that. And we got the proper entrance to a cave already starting to be going on there. Let's see, do I have a sugar box with dirt? Only this one, I guess. That's fine. Oh, I accidentally took a screenshot again. That's whatever. But yeah, I got one sugar box of dirt here. Let's see, I'm gonna need more than that. Surely I have, there we go, a bit more. Nice. Oh, fill this one up a bit more as well. Boom, bam, boom. Alright, there we go. Because in the last episode we also started expanding all of this. As you can see, there's like an outline for where I want the land to be going, so to say. Is this... Did it just have some lighting glitches, or is it actually freezing more? I think it just had some lighting glitches. It would be nice if this all froze in, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Anyway, we also started working on this whole area here, which is quite a big project, so to say. Like, the terraforming all of this was quite a hefty task, and there's still more to be done. But I think it's already starting to look way better than it was before. And now we have to continue on with all of that. So yeah, I'm gonna quickly, in a second, sleep away the night, of course. But we're gonna just continue where we left off in the last episode, filling all of this in with... Oh, whoa. That was really laggy for some reason. Is that gonna happen more often? Okay, let's sleep away the night real quick. Drink some water. I don't know why it was that laggy. But, okay. I mean, maybe I did turn on smooth lighting again. I kind of forgot about that. I mean, the game looks way better now that I've turned it on again. But it does seem that the game doesn't really like it when I build things like this with smooth lighting on. Because of the lighting updates, which is really annoying because it looks, the game just looks so much better with it being on. Like, the shadows here and everywhere just look so nice. But my game just doesn't like it, because, like, I don't know, the lighting updates, especially in these old versions, they are so bad. the game was just not happy with light updates back in the day, so it always just lags whenever I do something like this, which is of course not worth it, so that's a little bit annoying, but I was hoping it wasn't as bad as it was before, but maybe it is, I don't know, we'll see. If I get like a lot of lag spikes back to back, then I will turn it off again for a little while. But if it's not too bad, like if it's like this, I think I can handle it, I guess. I guess. But yeah, we're gonna fill in all of this area with dirt. Oh, I need to actually stay afloat here. There we go. With dirt first, and then we're gonna have to terraform it even more. Like I was talking about in the last episode. Where, you know, the terrain needs to be not completely flat. And that's actually gonna be quite difficult to do, so to say. Because, you know, there's only so much I can do in order to not make it too flat. So I'm really interested to see how would be the best way to do it, let's say. Like, what am I gonna have to do in order to make it all look good? I don't know. We're gonna see. Gonna have to wait and find out, I guess. Alright, there we go. And that will be the front of it all filled in now, which is a good point of starting. I do think maybe the lake or the water bit kind of just has to go, I suppose. Let's just land here. I mean, look at how much better the castle looks like, right, with the what's it called, smooth living on. I don't know if that bit of water is really all that much in place here. I think I'm gonna get rid of it and actually just make it a bit of a dent as well. But yeah, you can see it is all quite flat right now. That's of course very much what we do not want. So we gotta get that fixed. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we gotta get that fixed and make it all smoother. Is my FPS just being low right now? It feels... Oh no, it's like up in the hundreds. I don't know why it's feeling low then. Let's see if it stays. Yeah, it stays consistently above at least 150 it seems. Well no, it felt like my frames were dropping a little bit, but I guess they were not. I don't know, maybe I'm just losing my mind a bit. As happened many times before. But yeah, maybe I just add in little slurps. I don't know if that's really a word at all, but I like it. Little slurps of grass or dirt just kind of coming up like this, right? And not adding much more than that. Just to break up the flatness. And then especially around the castle itself, it is all just a bit higher. The dirt, I feel like that makes sense anyway. So we're going to be going like this and this. And I always have the option of turning all of this area into like a big wheat field, which I think always looks good. Like there's basically no way of going wrong there, right? When you have a big old wheat field. And I kind of like the idea of having, you know, I said this in the last episode in case you maybe forgotten or haven't seen it. I want this all to be land as well, so I'm gonna fill it basically in like this so that we have a really big entrance here. And I think it might be a really cool idea to have like the path going out here and here connected to that point, and maybe then a path out there as well. But then around that have wheat fields, because I do kind of feel like old school castles. You know, when you see them in stores, I suppose, they always had like big fields of wheat in front of them. So I don't think that would be weird, so to say. So maybe that would be really cool, but that is something that requires a lot of seeds, which you can of course get, but I mean, you know, that's a hefty task. So, let me see here. I know the dungeon is kind of buried right now, but I believe it's supposed to be here. No. But you see what I mean, right? I'm gonna keep my frames up for a little bit. I feel laggy. I don't... Yeah, okay, so it does every now and then dip below 60. It appears to be doing with the chunk updates, and when I'm just looking around a lot, the chunks update like a lot for some reason. I'm just gonna turn the render distance down because I don't have a reason for it to be higher. Oh my goodness, so many chunk updates. Why? Why are there that many chunks updates? I don't really understand. Where was my little hole before? It's still laggy. I don't understand why. There we go. This is where my hole was. Alright. Let's just go down here. So of course we have this whole area with our good old wheat farm, which doesn't appear to be holding that many seeds. It does look cool here. Nothing here either. No, nothing here either. Okay. Okay, there we go. It's really weird how, I guess the smooth lighting is just in the way that the game is not optimized in this old version. Is something really painful for my... Oh, I just got an achievement for that. Like, it's something quite painful apparently for the Minecraft, like the game. They cannot really seem to handle it, I guess, which is really weird because I mean, of course, I have like a good computer that can handle the newest versions quite well at higher render distance as well. But since the game was just so badly optimized back in the day, I guess even now this PC cannot handle it all that well with smooth lighting on, which is a shame because it looks so much better. Like the game looks so nice with smooth lighting on. I really don't want to turn it off, but I mean, yeah, if my frames keep being dead, then I might have to. Can I? There we go. I might have to turn it off. It just looks so much better. There we go. We'll do it like that, I guess. Alright, so we had a little bit of seeds there, but not that many. I think what we... Oh, no, my door's just completely gone. Oh, they just got rid of it, I guess. What happened to my... Oh, petrified oak slab. They changed it. How interesting. Okay, we have a lot of dirt here, of course. Let's see, where's my nature chest? There it is. No, that's one more chest. Seed. Don't knock on it. Right, a bit more seeds here as well. We got a couple of seeds here and there, I suppose. Not like nearly enough, but that's fine. What I'm thinking is I could just plant the seeds and then over time harvest them, plant them again, all that kind of stuff. It's gonna be a very tedious task, but that's fine. That's fine. We'll just be doing it over the episode, so to say. Maybe I had some seeds here. You know, give the chickens and all. And now we kind of switch to melon seeds, but yeah, 12 seeds, okay. Okay. Let's see. We'll use you. And let's get to work here. So, yeah, as I said, I want to kind of transform it all into a big wheat field. I think that would look amazing. We still have the old school wheat textures. That is going to change soon, I think. But that's fine. The new school wheat textures look kind of cool as well, I guess. Also, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, we are kind of going to have to... I think I'm gonna... So this is going to be the entrance, of course. And I think I'm just gonna go out like this and start pathing it already a bit. So that I know where the big old path is going to be, right? So that we have an outline for our wheat field. I think that makes sense. And I think it's gonna be something along the lines of this, of course. The big chunk of the path will also still be made on land that isn't even here yet, but that's fine. So we're kind of going to be having it leading around here. Like so. Of course, this is a nice way to outline it, and then it kind of just follows through here, right? And we actually get quite close to the castle walls. Out here, I don't think we'll even have the wheat fields anymore. My goodness, I'm getting so many seeds. Look at that. Yeah, like this, I think, will be good. So, around here, we'll start the wheat field, so to say. Okay. Interesting, interesting. How are we gonna do this? That is the big question. I think the wheat field will probably be the best way to detail this in great skill, so to say. I think it's gonna be a good plan to do it like this. And I guess the wheat field itself shouldn't start... Like, should start around here, not here. So we'll leave this be for now. So that means this whole area is going to be a wheat field as well. Oh, that squid just died. Okay. Alright. Now, making a wheat field, definitely quite a bit of work. Don't get me wrong here. It's going to be a lot of work. Let's see. Since this is now a new spot, I suppose I should place down some chests here. Let me grab one of my crafting tables. Boom. And make some chests. There we go. Oh, I still had that on. Oops. Hold on. Give me a second here. There we go. Boom. Okay, let's sleep away the night. There we go. Drink some more water. Wait, I just realized something. Wait, hold on a second. I can place them together now. Oh, they changed it. That's this version. I didn't know that. Nobody told me that. Alright, let's get rid of the sheep. That is of course not going to be handy here with a wheat field. They will destroy it. And let's see. Let's for now dump all of this in here. There we go. And now we gotta transport all of this real quick. So let's just grab it all. Why not? There we go. Put it on here. Don't really care what it is. It's all going in here, so to say. Look at that! I can place chests together now. Oh my goodness. How exciting. Alright, there we go. And there we go. Now making a storage area will actually make sense. So maybe we do have to do that at some point. Okay, so we're gonna have to clear all of this out from all of these things, of course, but it's not that big of a deal. I can just water it if I want to. And we're gonna have to start planting a lot of seeds, but also a lot of water spots. Now the water spots are actually the difficult part, since there's not really any good block to cover it up yet. Although we can now waterlog things, I think. Maybe I want to get like a lot of green carpets and do it like that. That's not a bad idea. Alright, alright. So then I can just cover up my water spots with green carpet, which would then not look that weird from up above. Or maybe yellow carpet to make it blend in with the wheat better. Yeah, I think yellow carpet will actually be better. Alright. Let's go and grab some of those yellow flowers. I believe we have some in here. Just a little bit, but that's fine, because I only need a small bit to buy some sheep. Then I also need some shears. Maybe I have some iron in here. No, but we do have some seeds. Okay, there we go. Maybe in here. More seeds, that's definitely a welcome thing. More yellow dye and more seeds. I think that was used to hold my discs back in the day. Do I really not have any iron anywhere around here? I feel like I should just have some iron laying around. I'm the kind of guy to just have iron laying around, but I guess not. We'll just have to go in here then. Yeah, I cannot believe they just got rid of my door. That is really just a bit mean. I'm gonna be real honest. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. I'm not happy with it though. So well. Alright, we have plenty of sheep out here, just roaming around. I mean, I made them black a little while ago so that I could get them for black wool. So we're basically doing the same now, but just for the yellow wool. And yeah, we might keep on going with this for quite some time, just over the course of this series, which is quite funny, but doesn't matter. Over the time, we will just get more and more colors of sheep around here, I suppose. Oh, I just shared the wrong guy. Oh well. That's fine. Slowly but surely we'll get all kinds of colors going on here. Okay, so with that I can already make quite a good amount of yellow carpets. Boom, whoa, oh, I did it again. Oops. There. There. For now it's fine. For now it's fine, I think. Just drop this, there we go. And let's see, so, as I said, I can now also hopefully load in the chunks. Oh my goodness. Where am I? Are you kidding me here? Why is this? Okay, there we go. Why did that take so long? Minecraft. Okay. It's whatever, I guess. I should be able to make these things now as well. Oh, no, they're still the old school things. But that is fine, because I can now do this. Yay! Alright, so like this, I think it will look fine. And we have with that, of course, an 8x8 area, which is good. So four in each direction. Let's just keep it at that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like this, right? And now my goal is to just kind of go around and make all these kinds of spots all over the place until most of it will be moisturized, like most of my area. So I'm gonna go like this and this. There we go. And I'm gonna go through a lot of holes with this, but that's fine because I have like a lot of materials to make more, so it really doesn't matter. Let's see. There we go. We'll just take a bit of that. Put that away for now. There we go. Make some sticks. And some hose. Let's see, maybe like 4 of them. There we go. And then we can just keep on going like that. So yeah, here we have a perfect square of that. what we're gonna do then is we're gonna see how... So, of course, an area like this... I do need maybe an infinite water source here as well. Let's go like this. There we go. Should be able to just yoink it from here for a second. Then plant it back as well. There we go. So, boom, boom. So, areas like this, I can just go in here. Place water right there. And that is then all good. Like this whole area right here will be good. Although this is kind of the area where I need to cobblify it all anyway. So maybe I shouldn't even go up to that point yet, I suppose. For now, I'm not even gonna place in the seeds actually. Just because that will complicate things a little bit too much. So there. There we go. Yeah, so here I'm probably gonna have more of this sticking out, because I don't want it to start at this height, right? I want it to be more like this. So I guess right now I don't need to be that careful about this stuff yet. So let's just really go bit by bit here. So of course in areas like this, let's see, we don't need that stuff. I kind of need to be careful. I just am gonna do it like this. This and this, so it will be way closer together, but now I know all of this can be, you know, done like this. And what I should also do, actually, is just go and dig down underneath it so that the water is immediately up to that level as well. So then it's still 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. And it will still be in that square, which makes my life way easier. Which I guess I still need to dig it down one further even, I suppose. Crazy. There we go. And there we go. So like that, we now have another square right here. Then we see here, we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we'll have this as well. We go up. Oh, I don't need to get rid of that. Go here and here. We quickly go and grab some more water, of course. And there we go. And then all of this can be tilled. Nice, alright. Except for, let's see, this can still be tilled. But this is going to be a little bit more difficult. So we're going to do another one of these. Because that should get me basically access to all of them. There we go. And then we can go 1, 2, 3, 4 out. This can all be tilled. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to here. Another one gone. That's fine. And there we go. Just like so, we can start making all of this area just be fully tilted. We're gonna do that first, and then we're gonna go and fill it all in with seeds and just have to harvest it every time. And slowly but surely we harvest, we plant it, we harvest, we plant it, and slowly but surely we'll expand the amount we got, of course. So here I just about cannot get away with it, unfortunately, but it's just fine. I just go like this again. Boom, boom. And now I can make basically all of this tilted, except for this area here. But that is, I think, fine. Maybe those are like spots where we'll just have some normal vegetation, let's say. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Boop, boop. There we go. And just like that, we have our first plot, our first strip of hydrated land here, I suppose. Which I do kind of want to go down with deeper here as well. There we go. So like that. There we go. Okay. And now we go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a bit annoying. It's a bit annoying, a bit sad. I guess with this one, we'll do it here. Boom. Boom. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still make it in this square, of course. Now we haven't optimized the amount of land I gained with this spot, of course, but was needed because of the unfortunate hill kind of thing going on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is how far we will be able to hydrate. Let's go ahead and sleep away this night. Drink some more water. And there we go. And now I can choose to make it so in this strip or go forward a bit more. I think I'm just gonna keep to this strip. We will get very organized these things, but I don't think that will be very noticeable. Oh, oops. Very noticeable, although this one is also not gonna be in line. That's fine. Yeah, as I said, I don't think it's gonna be all that noticeable once this is all fully like weeded out. Of course, getting maybe moss carpet in there would be perfect, more perfect. Is there already? Did I do this one yet? Okay, yes I did. I didn't remember. But yeah, moss carpet might be better. I don't actually know, you know, the whole wheat texture is very yellow, so maybe this is like the best case actually. I don't know. I don't think it's all that important though. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. All the way to here. Now, did I cut it deep enough that this will be hydrated as well? I don't know. No, we'll see. Right, so this one, we're gonna have some water here as well. I'm just gonna keep it at this level. It's just gonna be for this spot right here. It's not that big of a deal. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Annoying. There we go. Boop, boop. And now we got it all out in this square again. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. If only it was beta, then we would get seeds from tilling this grass as well. But hey, it's whatever. It's fine. Alright, there we go. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut it down here again. Oh yeah, that's gonna be running out. Hold on. Let me grab some water real quick. There. Maybe I should just use ice blocks, but that doesn't work when there's no block beneath it, now that I think about it, so. Yeah. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Ah! It broke. It broke my shovel. My hoe. There we go. And boom. Alright, that's the second strip basically done. We'll get some more water somewhere in here. Why not here, I guess. Boop. Might as well. It should reach that 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. It's just about perfect, I guess. And then we'll have one more here, so 1, 2. We'll hide it right here, I guess. So then this should all be capable of being hydrated. There we go. Not to this level though, but we can hide another one right here. There we go. And now this should all just be fine. There we go. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. This is all looking quite good. Now we need to see. So this is another bit of land that's just gonna be annoying, I suppose. But we'll fix that by just having a bit of water right here just to serve this area. Right, yeah, so this is just covered by that, that's fine. Then we have 1, 2, wait, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So up until this point, and now we have a new one right here, like that. Start out with more water. There, and this will be capable of covering all the way to there. Oh, I can. Okay, that's annoying. I didn't mean to do that, but there we go. And now it's right up to where we want that path to be, right? So I think this is good. And we get this going. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our square. All the way nicely up until that path. Then we get 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Oh, that was already my fourth hole. Alright. Let's make another 4. There we go. Just gonna quick craft it real quick. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna cut this with pickaxe real quick. Can I? There we go, I can reach it. I really didn't have a reason to mine that one, I guess, but whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this whole square is gonna be tilted again. Yeah, this is gonna be a hefty task, so to say. Like, this is gonna be quite a big part of this project again. But I think a big wheat field in front of the castle will look just straight up awesome. I think, at least, I think that will be really quite cool. There we go. Yeah, this should be just amazing to have in front of it, so I think it's worth putting in this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Oh, but we do have this bit of land, I suppose, that is not covered with it now. That's fine. We'll just have another spot in there. There we go. Put some more seeds here, why not? And we'll have another one of these basically right here, I guess. That ought to make sense. So now we can really tilt all of this and be safe. 2, 3, 4 up until this point. There we go. Another one gone. And there we go. Cool. So then we have another one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Supposed to be right here. Like that. I'm actually just gonna cut in here and be done with that. Whoa. Wait, what? How am I? Oh, I didn't. That is of course not what's supposed to happen here. I guess you can still kind of see that, but I don't really think there's any yellow half blocks I'm gonna be able to use, so it's whatever, because there's gonna be things growing in front of it anyway, so it should be fine. Should be fine, honestly. There we go. Let's just have some water here as well, so that all of this can be hydrated without a worry. There we go. Wait, how is this not even in line with anything anymore? But what am I doing? What? What happened? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this. Okay, I don't know how I managed to screw that up, but whatever. Whatever. It's not that big of a deal, I guess. It's not. I don't think you're gonna be really capable of noticing these little water holes anyway when there's like all seeds in front of it, so it should be fine. These kind of jokes I'm making right now should be fine. Let's not have that there. There we go. Is crawling now in the game? No, it's not. Crawling is not in the game yet. Maybe it is. Maybe it just doesn't work like that yet. Oh well. There we go. Whatever. Boom. I don't know if it's gonna be able to flow all the way to here. If I do it like this, it will. There we go. Now I just don't need to worry about that, I guess. That's a nice solution, that is. Okay, boom. Look at how much we have already done, by the way. Look at that. Oh, this is already looking interesting, to say the least. I think once this is all just a wheat, that's gonna look really cool. That's what I'm hoping here. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. We gotta fill it all in. I think... Oh, hey. There's a bit of dry land here. That's nice. It shows where the mistakes are happening, right? That's why I think it's a good idea to tilt it all first before I start, you know, filling it all in with seeds immediately as well. I guess it doesn't really matter once there's seeds, then it's not gonna dry up anyway. Is this not in range? Oh, I guess it wouldn't be. Okay. I'll just have another one here. Boom. There we go. And there. Alright, I think this is a good time to start filling this part in with seeds though. Why is there dry here? Did I just not put water in or so? Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what happened there then, but that is definitely supposed to be hydrated, so... There we go. Alright, I think it's time to at least start filling this part in with seeds now. Just so that I can actually start harvesting it all, right? Because I need to get way more seeds than this. Like, this isn't gonna fill in... This is gonna fill in barely anything. Let's be real honest here, percentage-wise. This is, yeah, not gonna be much. So it's time to fill in it all with seeds so that I can get more and more seeds. Let's sleep away the night and drink some water here. No! My wheat field! Ah! Just get out of here! I don't have my sword with me. Just, there you go. You should die there now. Don't you dare. Okay, there we go. Stupid idiot. Alright. So it's gonna be annoying getting down every now and then, but I guess it's fine sometimes. I don't know. There we go. And I'm gonna be running out of seeds real quick here, I think. I fear. But that's fine. We just have to harvest this wheat field and refill it a lot of times over the next couple of episodes, and then slowly but surely it will be fully filled with wheat and it will start looking absolutely amazing. That is what we gotta hope here. That's the plan. That's the idea. And then I can save all of the wheat that I get and eventually trade it with villagers in the next version. So that's actually quite good. And I get like a lot of emeralds and XP and all that kind of stuff. That's gonna be nice. Alright, look at that. Actually, I think I might have underestimated how much I was gonna be able to do with the amount of seeds I already have. This is not a bad start. Of course, it's not nearly enough for the whole wheat fields that we're gonna be having here, but it's a good start here, okay? It's a good start. And there we go. Like, yeah, I want it all the way out expanded, probably to there even, something like that, I guess. Oh, that's the first one that broke. Oh well. We still have a stack left. That's actually pretty decent. There we go. In there. Guess I will just have some dirt right here. Why not? Alright. Hey, wait. Oh, did that just... Why did that... What? How did that dry up from that? Okay, you know what? It doesn't matter. Oh. If I plant some seeds on it, it doesn't matter. There we go. Okay, now we're out. That's actually a pretty decent amount of seeds to be planted in one go, I would say. Yeah, I would say that's probably like half of what we already had, so that's alright. It's alright. I mean, yeah, I want this to be big as well. Fully planning it out is gonna be difficult still, of course, but it's getting somewhere. It's getting somewhere. Let's just keep it at that. I'm gonna go ahead and share some more of these yellow sheep now that they've regained a bit of their wool. There we go. We've gotta be doing that every now and then from now on. Just to get my wool supply up. I guess these guys were unloaded. Yeah, makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, I got a lot of carpet out of it anyway, so it's fine. My goodness, the fact that this just unloads after a second as well is so crazy. Alright, alright. So I guess we will just keep on going with it for now. I mean, yeah, this is where I want my path to be, right? Do I then, after the path ends, want to continue on with the, you know, with the wheat field a little bit longer? That's also a big question here, I suppose. Because that would be cool, but then do I want to do that over here as well? I don't really know. Let's fly up to the tree real quick so I have a better overview. Because like this is what I'm thinking, right? I could transform all of this into a wheat field as well, and then have the path going kind of through the middle of all of it, and then we have a path going out, basically out here as well. I think that would be cool anyway, to just kind of have that going out. But then kind of all of that needs to be wheat field as well. Or maybe it doesn't. But I feel like if the wheat field here goes all the way to like this point right here, it kind of has to do the same on that side. Just for symmetry's sake. So I don't know. Yeah, I guess it kind of has to. So that means we have to terraform all of that bigger as well. What a dilemma this is. Huh. I actually don't really know what I want to do with that just yet. I mean, the path going out to right there would be quite cool, I think. So then we will have to expand around that as well. Yeah, I think I do want to go and make the wheat field up until like here-ish. So from here, kind of making it half a circle, so to say. I guess. So we do need to make the pathway more planned out then as well. So if we were to go down here, the path would just kind of go out and be like this. Let's see. Now of course the path doesn't need to stay the same width as the whole entrance is. That would be quite a ridiculously big path. But kind of a size like this would make sense, I think. So we're gonna go ahead and carve that out already a little bit, and then it's gonna be like this. Sort of like that, yeah. We make it all go like this. And here oh, this is a horsey hole. That's been some really long time. Yeah, like this, and then it of course connects up to here. To this path. That was like my whole idea all along, and this is like 5 blocks wide-ish, so that would just kind of continue here. But I think the width I made here now makes sense, right? I guess it could be a bit wider still, more like this, and more like this. So to say, I think somewhat a width of this scale would be good. So here we have pathway 1 then, so to say. And of course here it's going to be quite a bit wider. And here we kind of just have the main road deviate. So there's kind of just going to be 2 pathways connected into one here, of course. So we kind of get it like that. And then one here as well. And that starts going out in this direction then. So like this. Alright, all the way down to the bottom here. And here it starts to just go basically swirling in that direction. Not completely straight, but not completely curved either. Kind of in between. I think that would be quite cool. And then we have that all mapped out. And then this just kind of needs to make like a sphere, so to say. Whoo, alright, we got a big task ahead of us with all of this, but I think this is gonna be really cool if we manage to complete that. And so I want to start working on that now. Maybe in between working on that, we can work more on the castle itself as well. I mean, we do have to still terraform around the whole castle as well. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. This is gonna be quite a big task. So we can kind of just multitask, go back and forth between certain parts of the project, so to say. So like the castle itself, the terraforming around it, the wheat fields, all that kind of stuff. You can kind of just go back and forth between that. I've also decided what I want to do with the next, as the next step for the towers. Or yeah, I want to build more towers for the castle to add more of castle feeling to it. But that is going to take a little while still, and I still need to design it first. But that's going to be what we will also be adding to all of this. So it's going to be a lot of building work still, but that's fine. And like right here, it could be all wheat as well, right? I think that will be really quite cool, honestly. Yeah, okay. So that means up until here, it's also going to be wheat. And that's also going to be wheat. And I think I just need to path out what I want the path to be, so to say. So we just have to build that already. Otherwise, I don't have the vision in my head, and without the good vision, I'm gonna be really struggling to make the wheat fields, I'd say. But I think this is where the path is going to be, by the way, what I'm building right now. I'm doing this so that it will already start being overgrown with grass, which is good, because then once it's all grass I can pathify it, which is what I want, because then it's obvious that that is the path, and then I can build the dirt around it where just normal wheat field will be, so to say. But yeah, I want this to be curving kind of all the way over to here. So this is gonna be a big old path all the way connected to the swamp, or whatever you want to call this area. So there we go. That's basically how that path is going to go on that side. Now we have to do the other side as well. I know, how fun. So here we have basically be like this, and this will be the continuation of the path, kind of going in the same style as it is going on the other side. It's just the other side, right? There we go. Let's sleep away the night here. Boom, drink some more water. There, alright. And let's continue with this. There. Boom. Of course, sometimes it gets a little bit wider, sometimes it gets a little bit slimmer. That is all normal for the path. I'm not too worried about any of that. And here it's all connected up again. Okay, cool. So now we have this pathway here. And I kind of want the wheat field to be circular. So in a circle from here to here. So what I want to do now is create a path of where I want the wheat field to be going. So we're gonna kind of go like up until here, and then curving into that area. So let's get going on that. And it's gonna be a curve like this. Then of course we go through this pathway, which makes sense because, you know, the pathway, I don't know, it makes sense. I'm not gonna explain it. I'm just not gonna explain it. So then we go here, and this is around the point where I think the curve kind of starts going back in on itself. First, of course, quite slowly, and then slowly but surely the circle will become more and more curved again, until eventually we reach this area here. Yeah, kind of like this. This is I eyeballed it here, of course, but this is quite good, I think, because then we have the circle basically going up until this point, which is kind of what I wanted. Kind of like up until here, and then it's just a circle. So how does this look from up above? I mean, it's a bit weird, but no, I like this. This is like good planning, I would say, right? Yeah, I like it. Okay. So that all gotta be filled in, and then it's literally all gonna be wheat fields. So wheat field up until that point, although that is a lot less than I kind of had in mind before, I suppose. I mean, I could also just make the curve bigger. Do I want it to be bigger? Bigger is of course more work, but might look cooler. I mean, here's the thing, right? If you are here, I wanted to have a really big feeling of wheat, and I guess it would make more sense if it started out there and then went up to here, and then so it kind of starts in front of the tower, not on the inside of the tower. So not now it's starting on the inside of the tower and ending on the inside, but it kind of needs to start on the outside, so to say. So from here we want it to curve. Okay, that means we need some more dirt, and then we can get to work with that. I think I just have some more dirt in here, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that means we're gonna make another one of those. We basically go right around here, and we make the same kind of curvature going on as we did before. Basically the same thing, but just further out now, which will allow us to make a bigger field of wheat, so to say. So yeah, it goes out further, which means it gets its straight point around here again. And that makes sense. Right here. And then here it starts going in again. Quite slowly at first. And here we actually kind of have a connection to this land, which is good, because that's kind of what I wanted here, right? Yeah, I think this is going strong. And the more close we get to the tower, the more curved it starts getting again. So more like this. And now that is where our first line was. Okay, I need to kind of just see it from here. I'm gonna start outlining it like this, because I basically don't have much of a better option right now. So of course it follows the pathway that's here. Right, the outline, but then it kind of needs to cut through it, so to say. So at this point we'll have a continuation right here, and that will cut into our circle that we have made a little bit further than what I first had in mind. So right here. So this is gonna be disconnected. There we go. And then we kind of have that same vibe going on. So here will be wheat fields. Then there will be a pathway here. The wheat field continues here, but not here. And then this is wheat field as well. Alright, how does that look? This looks so weird, but cool as well. Yeah, I think this is gonna be better. So we get like a really big wheat field all the way up to that point. Okay. I need to wait for all of this to spread into grass, which is fine, because I need to wait for all of my wheat to grow, and I need to fill in all of this with water and stuff like that anyway. So that's not a big deal. It just is gonna take some time, but that, as I said, is fine, because I have everything else I need to worry about still as well. Now we need to continue with, you know, wheat watering all of this, tilting it all. So let's see. We got this one here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means we need here. This is basically the best spot, I would say. So this is where we're gonna place it. And then we got this. And of course, the next bit of wheat field is gonna be all the way over here. It's unfortunate I cannot tilt that right now, but yeah, this is going to be where the path is going to be. So here it will be wheat field again, but right now we don't need to worry about that, I guess. Okay. So let's see. Did that will just part of the path. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So up till here. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is really close to that one, but that's fine. I guess what I could do. No, we'll just stay here. Boom. Boom. There we go. And like this. There we go. Let's strip edit. Nice and easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. Yeah, that got tilted actually. Oops. It's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Next one will be underneath the castle again. So like that. Okay, let's just go ahead and tilt all of this real quick. There we go. There, nice and simple. I believe this should be possible to tilt already as well, because of where I placed that water, but I don't know for certain. We'll see in a second, I guess. Alright, there we go. Let's move on to the next one, which is, of course, it's getting closer to the path, so now I need to do less and less, kind of, so to say. So we want this to be hydrated, so 1, 2, 3, 4. here, and I guess I can get away with... I will do it here, because otherwise it will be close to the path, and the closer it is, the more noticeable the carpet will be, so I don't really want that. So there we go. I want to see that grown, so that I can really see whether or not the carpet is going to be noticeable still. Okay, we'll do another one here. There we go. So now I can kind of just overrule that one and count from this one instead. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be the new square. And now we can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll just add one block here. Why not? That's not going to make a big difference, I don't think. But it will make my life easier, so might as well. There we go. We're gonna run out of our last hoe soon again. Which is fine. We can make plenty more. Yeah, the first bits of wheat are fully grown now. That is great. Where did I put the sticks? There are the sticks. 4 more. There we go. Yeah, the first bit of wheat, as I was saying, are now fully grown. That is really sweet. That is going to, well, just be nice. Soon we can harvest them all. And then we can expand the amount of wheat that we got. And then we can plant it, and we can expand it, and then we can plant it, and we can expand it, and etc, etc. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here. Oh my goodness, there's a little cave going on in here. Hello. Oh, look at all of you. Hello. Alright, let's cover it up. There we go. Boom, boom. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that gonna be all the way out there? Probably not. That's fine. That is another strip basically done now. Let's sleep away the last little night we got here real quick. Drink some more water. There we go. So, where was the path? All the way out here. So yeah, this is all the way up until here. We're gonna have wheat grown, which is quite crazy. Crazy, crazy. It's gonna be a lot of fun though. Let's get rid of all of the seeds. So that I can really start seeing what I'm doing. Alright, so this is the next part of the path. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here. Right, yeah. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think I'm actually gonna go and grab that opportunity to go out this far. Because that will make the next strip a lot bigger, so that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't really know what the plan exactly is. We'll just add to the path a little bit here, I guess. That's better. There we go. This can all be like that. There. Now I have to see. So I need this to be hydrated. This can of course already be all hydrated, I believe, because that's 4 out. And this is still 4 out, so that's quite nice. But now I need to see 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need the next one to be basically right here for the most efficient thing to be going on, I guess. There we go. There we go. Nice and simple. Alright. Yeah, that's gonna be covered by wheat. It's fine if there's like holes there that you can see through. That shouldn't be too big of a deal. It's just a bit weird, I suppose, but whatever. Okay. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is where we want our next one to be again. Let's cover the hole there. There we go. Boom. This one is not gonna be reached, I don't think. This one is not being reached either. Is it? Whatever, I will tilt that and place seeds whenever I'm doing that. I'm not gonna bother with that kind of stuff, I don't think. It's just a lot of effort. I don't feel like doing that. Also, yeah, it's fine if not everything is 100% tilted, I suppose. Or 100% moisturized, let's say. That will come. So that's 4. And we gotta go out to here. And Do I just want this to be higher up to the same level? I kind of feel like I do. I mean, of course, this was placed here to indicate where the path is going to be, or not where the seeds are going to be. So I guess this does need to be lowered, right? Because that is the natural terrain from this point. So yeah, this will just have it built off a little bit more though. So a bit like this. There we go. That's a bit better. Otherwise, it would have looked a little bit weird, I think. Just a random cutoff right there, right? Okay. Boom. Okay, I will quickly finish this strip and then I have to end episode for today. 1, 2, 3. I can just kind of choose wherever I want it to be. Hey, that's right. And I want it to be right there. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. There we go. Okay, and then we need one more water, but I think I'm just gonna go ahead and hide that basically right here, I think. That will be fine. I don't think that's gonna be too big of an issue here. There we go. So that is another strip done, and now we have quite a big part already tilted. A lot more to go, don't get me wrong, but this is already starting to look quite tense. So we gotta fill it up till that point, then then it's kind of gonna continue. Maybe I need to roughen it up just a bit more, or not roughen, but make it a bit more in shape. But we'll see about that in the next one, I suppose. But yeah, then it's gonna go here all the way to that point. And then we're gonna have 2 big pathways, so to say, separating all of the wheat fields. And I think this is gonna be really quite cool, but it's such a big project still. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this is gonna pack out. Anyway, I'm gonna take a little screenshot off of this for today's episode. And I'm also gonna end the episode right here. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. I wanna thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. So for now, goodbye.